The rain never stops in this city. It washes away the grime, but never the sin. Tonight, it falls on the neon-drenched streets of the lower district, a place the rest of the world has forgotten. Distant sirens are the city's only lullaby. Here, in the shadows, a young detective named Rai adjusts his earpiece. His eyes are sharp, trained to see what others miss, but his hands tremble. In this city, the most dangerous criminals aren't the ones you'd expect. They aren't hardened old men or seasoned mobsters. They're just kids. From a rain-slicked rooftop, Rai watches them. A group of masked teenagers, moving with an eerie, silent synchronization that defies their age. They are phantoms in the urban jungle. Armed and lethal. The Ghost Kids Cartel. Every single one of them is under 18, and every single one is a killer. Rai mutters their name like a curse, a cold dread settling in his gut. This isn't just a gang, it's an army of lost youth, molded into perfect weapons. A sudden whisper of displaced air, a shadow detaching itself from the deeper darkness behind him. He's not alone. Before I can fully turn, the attack comes. A flash of light, a hiss of energy cutting through the downpour. A teenage assassin, no older than 15, lunges with a blade that glows with an unnatural, deadly energy. The fight is a blur of motion. Sparks fly as Rai's standard issue baton meets the glowing steel. Raindrops sizzle on the superheated metal. Each block sends a shuddering jolt up his arm. He's a detective, trained for investigation and arrests. Not this. He's outmatched. And his attacker knows it, pressing the assault with a cold, robotic fury, barely escaping the rooftop encounter. Rai knows he can't fight them head-on. He has to cut the head off the snake. Following a trail of digital breadcrumbs and whispered street intel, he finds their headquarters, an abandoned high school on the edge of the district. The place is a monument to decay, its walls a chaotic mural of graffiti and defiance. But beneath the faded paint, this is a fortress. As he slips through a broken window, he enters a labyrinth designed by paranoid, brilliant minds. The once familiar hallways of a school are now deadly gauntlets. Laser tripwires hum silently across corridors. Security drones, small and insect-like, patrol the ceilings with cold and blinking lenses. And everywhere, there are teenagers. Some lounge against lockers, polishing advanced weaponry. Others spar in the old gymnasium, their movements enhanced by cybernetic limbs that spark and whir. They all carry the same look in their eyes, a void, a chilling emptiness. Whispers follow Rai like ghosts down the hall. The outsider is here. The rat from the precinct. Get him. He's an intruder in their kingdom, and they are the kings and queens of this concrete castle. He navigates the traps with a mix of training and pure luck, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm against his ribs. The whispers grow louder, more menacing, until they seem to come from the very walls. He finds the principal's office at the heart of the school. The door is slightly ajar. Pushing it open, he finds her, the leader. She's sitting on a makeshift throne of old computer monitors and server racks, a girl who can't be older than 16. Her eyes are ancient and cold, and a strange, crown-like headset encircles her head, emitting a low, static hum. She doesn't seem surprised to see him. A small, knowing smile plays on her lips. "Detective," she says, her voice calm, yet carrying an authority that chills him to the bone. "You finally made it." Rai raises his weapon, his voice steady despite the tremor inside him. "It's over. Surrender now." The girl just laughs, a sound devoid of any humor. "Over? It's just beginning. You're more like us than you think, Rai. The adults, the system you serve, they threw you away too, didn't they?" Rai freezes. The blood drains from his face. She knows. She knows about his past. About the orphanage, about the promise of a family that was broken. The static from her headset seems to intensify, burrowing into his mind, pulling at memories he had long since buried. That single revelation shatters his composure. In that moment of hesitation, she strikes. It's not a physical attack, not at first. The static from her headset washes over him, a psychic assault filled with images of his own failure, his loneliness. He stumbles back, clutching his head. That's when the real fight begins. He shakes off the mental attack, his training kicking in, and activates a hidden device on his wrist. A shock gauntlet sparks to life. Crackling with contained energy, he lunges, aiming to disable her. To shut down that headset, but she is never alone. With a silent, mental command, the entire school comes alive. Teen operatives swarm the office from every entrance, their movements perfectly synchronized, a hive-mind assault directed by their queen. They move as one, a wave of bodies and weapons. Rai is a lone rock against a tidal wave. He fights with desperation, his gauntlet discharging arcs of electricity, taking down 2, then 3, but more keep coming. They don't shout, they don't scream, they just fight. Their cold eyes all fixed on him, all sharing one purpose: eliminate the threat. He's pushed back, cornered against a wall of flickering monitors. The sheer number of them is overwhelming. A leg sweep takes him down. He feels hands grabbing him, pinning his arms and legs. The young assassins stand over him, weapons raised, awaiting the final command from their leader. Through the forest of legs, he sees her walking towards him, her expression unreadable. Pinned to the floor, bruised and bleeding, Ray looks past them, through the broken window, at the rain-soaked city lights beyond. He whispers the words, a promise to himself. If I don't stop them now, this city is gone. His eyes, filled not with fear, but with a renewed, desperate determination, lock onto the leaders. The screen cuts to black. A single, echoing heartbeat fades into silence. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think happens to Rai? Let us know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one.